Hello, and welcome to another edition of
Day Drinking with Kevin.
When I told the tour guide that I liked Châteauneuf du Pape, I thought we'd be drinking wine. But instead, we got a tour of the Castle of the Popes. Moved here from Italy in the 1300s, this is where the Pope resided here in Avignon for quite a while before it was moved back to the Vatican. Here in Provence, just north of Avignon, lies the village of Châteauneuf du Pape. While most people know it for its world-renowned wines, the real story begins with the fortress on this hill. The castle dominates the landscape and has witnessed more than 700 years of history. The name Châteauneuf du Pape literally means the new castle of the Pope, a direct reference to this fortress. While the popes were here, the vineyards prospered. The wine became known as Vin du Pape and spread throughout Europe. So when you sip a bottle of Châteauneuf du Pape today, you're drinking part of the legacy of this very castle. After the popes returned to Rome in 1377, the castle gradually declined. During the French Wars of Religion in the 16th century, it was looted and largely abandoned. Behind me is the original chateau built in the 1400s that was a army base for the Germans, and instead of just taking their munitions and leaving, they decided to blow the place up as they were heading out. If you imagine what once stood here, 4 huge towers, banquet halls, papal apartments, you'll realize how much history is silent in these stones. I am standing here in one of the famous vineyards of Châteauneuf du Pape. As you can see all over, we have a pudding stone called galets. And this style of trellising is called gaboulet. Typically here we're doing Mourvedre, we're doing Cinsault, we're doing Grenache, but not Syrah. Syrah needs to be trellised. This is a very unique type of stone. It actually warms up in the morning and then reflects the heat back to the vines during the evening. One of the most unique things we did on our trip was a Châteauneuf du Pape blending class. They gave us each of the 3 base grapes, told us how those grapes contribute to the overall blend, and asked us to match the latest vintage. We did quite well. Finally, we got to drink some wine at Chateau Font du Loup, but most importantly, we got an education on soil types from one of their winemakers.
It is famous for its red clay, usually surrounded by pebbles. You do have some limestones as well, plenty of little variations, but mostly clay, limestones and sands. The clay, it's a dense soil, it's a rich soil that tends to produce, dense and rich wines. On the other hand, the sandy soil, it's a much thinner and draining type of soil that tends to produce, more medium-bodied wines with a thinner tannic structure and I'd say maybe more elegance in a way. And since La Font du Loup is only located on sandy soils, we tend to have a strong sandy soil expression.
What an amazing day we had, from visiting the castle to the blending class to drinking wine. If you're visiting Châteauneuf du Pape, don't just stop in the tasting rooms. Take a moment to walk up to the castle. These ruins tell a story of popes and power, of war and winemaking, and of the hilltop that has seen more than most. Thank you for watching Day Drinking with Kevin. If you like this episode, please hit like down below. And if you're not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. Until next time, this is Kevin McGuire saying, salute.